Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Young Farmer. My name is Andy, and today you join me in the hayfield that we came to see the other day. We've actually gotten to this a lot earlier than I thought we would. A couple of reasons behind that. One, the weather is phenomenally dry right now, and it's looking great for the foreseeable, for the next kind of 3 or 4 days at least. This has already been on the deck now for 2 days. So we've got a very nice little bit of equipment on the back. We're going to get to that in just a second here. But yeah, so the weather was looking dry. The other reason was there was a little bit of an issue with black grass in here coming through, and the owner wanted to control that by just getting it cut out first before it starts to go to seed. So that's exactly what we've been able to do. But yeah, and then happily enough, I got contacted by Fella of all people who said, look, we've got a rake if you want to give a tether to give one a try if you'd like. Because they knew I was in the market for one. So yeah, I've got a demonstration of a tether, which looks very, very nice actually. They're just over 8.5 meters wide. This one is the fully decked out model, so it has all the lighting package and the front wheel on there as well. But yeah, really, really nice bit of equipment. Looks just stunning on the back of the Arian, I'm sure you'll agree. And yeah, we're going to give it a bit of a blast. So what you're going to see as we get into this field here, we've got a lot to do with it. We're going to be, we're going to ted it, we're going to throw it around the place. The Heston bales are going to be pulled off the headland. So we're going to get that done, and then the main block of the field, that's actually going to be idiot blocks. So that'll be good, something different to do there, but I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into it and having a look-see. So as we jump in here, first thing we're going to do is just kind of unfold this down here. You can see the hydraulic latches come off. Down it goes, out goes one side, out goes the other side, and what we're going to do is send the drone up here. We'll show you a little bit of us getting cracking with the field work, and then yeah, we're going to come back and do this in stages really with you, so you get to see us go through it all. There you go, it's all fired up there. With 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is an 8-star or 8-rotor machine. Looks really, really good for it actually, very nice condition there, but we're just going to get cracking on the headland for now. Right down there, and then off we go. We are in economy mode here. The class is barely going to feel it's on the back, to be honest, but it's just nice to be able to get this throwing around the place, and then we'll be back in a few days to continue with this, get it all rolled up. Might depend on how the weather actually turns out to be. We might need to give it another bit of a blast, but I don't think so. And yeah, away we go. What I think I will do is send up the drone, and you guys can watch from up high.
The storm is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now I don't know if I'll ever arrive.
ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that is what they call a bit of a classic right there. We are going to come to that in a little bit there, but first, as you've just seen from the time lapses I've put up there, with the drone, new drone I'm playing with at the moment, that's going very well. We are ready to go. We're going big square here, so we're bringing out the massive 2370 Ultra HD for the first time this season now. It's going to be looking pretty darn good on the back of the action as well, I'm sure you'll agree. So we're doing a bit of a different arrangement today. We're taking the headlands, we're baling the headlands and some of the shorter ends here in big square bales, of which we're going to be stacking in this corner, but we're actually taking that as our method of payment really for today. Because we are then eventually going to take those into they're going to go into storage to start with, but they'll be sold to the local BGA to put through the palletizer there. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to strip off the headlands. We're going to leave a majority of the bulk in the middle here for the old farmer with the square baler. But we're going to try and stack up here because he's got a bale sledge on the back. We're going to try and stack up the flat 8s as they come out there with our bale grab that we've got on telehandler. So lots to go with. I didn't take the bale net off the front. I should have done, but the net wrap can stay where it is. We just need to check this all over. Everything is looking good. It's obviously been serviced up by Agco and Massey Fixing before it came back to us. So that's all tremendous. That's looking nice and shiny. Perfect really for us to get cracking with today. So that is exactly what we will do. We're going to get ourselves ready to roll here. This is a bit of a brute to get going though. It does take a bit of a bump on the engine. There we go. Hydraulic flywheel on this one as well, just to kind of get things spinning around first and then it kicks in on the PTO there, so that's working well. I'm going to get those flashing lights off now. Lower that down. Alright. The first of our hay for this year, which is rather exciting now. I'm going to fly through, like I say, get these done, and then I'm going to try and take out all the headland bales that are in the way of the conventional baler. That beautiful old looking Ford 7840. You want to get those cleared so he's got a clear pass to get swung around, and then we'll see how we're doing. But yeah, ultimately this is going well. It's a decent crop of hay actually. First hay that we're doing of the season. Shows how dry it's been of late there, because we're still cutting silage down as well, but someone's got dry enough conditions here to get out some hay. He uses these square bales he has a few sheep apparently, and then the rest he sells for horses as well, so more power to him for that. But yeah, it's going to keep us going. We're able to kind of fly through here. It's not tasking us too much at all. Weave to make sure we make a nice even square bale, which does affect going through. There's a few bits that need to tidy up here. I didn't quite get very well with the rake. I blame trying to pilot the drone for that as well, but we'll get those all tied up. We're not going to miss those bits, that's for sure. Yeah, it's quite a good bales going on there. Excellent stuff. And then, yeah, we'll see if he wants us to kind of tidy up any more of these. I guess it depends, play by ear, as to how many bales they have knocked down at any given time, and we'll see what that looks like. But ultimately, yeah, looking like we're going to have a nice productive afternoon here, which is good. So far everything seems to be coming through. Once we've made one full pass there, we'll stop just to check what the bale's looking like, but it should be pretty well dialed in. I'm fairly happy with how it was reading off the monitor anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Well, I hope you did enjoy the video with the tether and the new to us rake as well there, which of course we've hired into the season. The tether came as a big surprise really. Very happy about, very pleased to have someone like Fella able to do that for us. It's a great gesture that they were able and wanted to give me a rig to try out there, so which of course I was only too happy to, depending upon how we get on with it and early signs, which is just very well. We may even look to see if we can strike up a deal towards the end of the hire agreement just to keep hold of that thing. But for now, yeah, though, it's it's looking very good, very well made, very solid, but just overall a very nice piece of equipment as well. There we go. Yeah. Perfect, that's the first headland done. I can guarantee I'm going a little bit faster than the old man's going to be going in 7840 there, but what can you do? Keep pushing on through, I guess. Around we go again. Perfect. So how have you been anyway? I hope you're all doing very, very well indeed. This bale must have caught into the bale as it came off. Let's just have a stop. The There's the bale police. God, nice and solid as well there. Let's go get some shifting. Oh, wonderful. And there it is, looking just majestic. The more I work in these class, the arena in action, the more I absolutely love them. I really, really do. So what we're going to be doing later on as well, we're just going to be stacking up the small bales, the small square bales into stooks as I call them, and we'll see how we get on with that one, depending on how many we have. Yeah, it's something I haven't done in a while, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just going to try and tidy up some of this bit over here that we missed. Oh, well, we go. And away we go again. Awesome. Looking good indeed. Looking very, very good. Baler is just flying through it, absolutely munching it through. This big field over here on our left, this was the alfalfa that we sprayed off, you may remember, quite a few weeks ago, maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago now. We might be gonna a call about mowing that one, and if we are, kind of fancy trying to get a different mower that we can use to do it, because otherwise it's going to take quite some time with just the with my trail mower there, with the Cavern and so, or the Tarot as it is really. Much as that's a nice mower there, it is only 10 foot wide there, and that's a big old field, so we'll have to wait and see about that. However, that will be a challenge for a future me, hopefully. See what we can do about that. I've got a few ideas, but you know, watch this space. Lovely stuff. It's just gliding along with this right now. Absolutely gliding. Yeah. Right. Got a little bit too sharp there. But like I say there, we're going to just try and tidy up all these loose little ends. There is 3 headlands on here with the rake, although when I went through with the rake, didn't quite get the lift on the rotors fast enough, so it kept catching the 3rd headland there, so I need to work on that one, tidy that all up. And what we're going to do, in fact, is just go around here a little bit as well. Leave no hay behind. Always try and make a nice tidy job, or whatever you're getting up to. Not trying to turn too tight and ripping out the CV joints there. There we go. Awesome stuff, and we'll just take this end off here, kind of tidy up just a little bit. These slots are going to be pretty big for that old conventional baler, which looks, by the way, just immaculate. It really does look stunning. I don't know why he's done to preserve that so well, but yeah, it does look fantastic. It just appeared on me in that little shed there, actually, recently. So he's clearly had it stored away and the tractor somewhere else, because I came up to start raking it up this morning, and it was just there. So yeah, it's and there's a story behind that, which I'll have to try and get out of him at some point, I feel. Need to know a bit more about what is going on there. Around we go. And onwards once again. Yeah, this is going to be quite thick. We've got a lot of square bales here, more than I was anticipating. So we're gonna do pretty darn well off this, I think. Like I say, we're just gonna stack them. We have a big bale grab on the telehandler right now. We're going to stack these in the corner of the field, which these farmers allowed me to do for now anyway. Just give me time to come and get them all picked up and tidied up, really. But yeah, that's exactly what we're going to aim to do. We'll just try and tidy this little corner up a bit. It's a bit of a mess. So here we go. So, looking pretty steady. We've got, it's about 27 degrees outside right now. It's an absolute scorcher. It's been like that in and around the 20s for the past 3 days. It really has been quite unbelievable. So, you never know. Hopefully that's going to continue for a bit longer there. Although I know there's some winter barley and winter wheat that's looking very good. I'll say quite so much for some of the spring crops, but we'll see how that, if that changes at all in the coming weeks. There's certainly no, in the long-term forecast, I haven't seen any significant showers there yet, which is always a concern. You want something just to ensure you that the final growth stage of that barley is not going to be affected too much. But we will see about that. Now what I think I'll do is take this row off, take that next row off. That should take care of all the smaller stuff, allow the farmer to get in and start at least, and then it will give me some time as well. He said he's coming soon, so what I want to do is make sure that I can just clear the end of their end rows at least. We've got a little bit of turn space there, really. Yeah, we'll just get this little bit tighter around here. Looking good. Just flying through it. Excellent stuff. Alright, and so, like I say, lift that up. Not far for now. You never know, you might want a little bit more doing, depending upon, I guess, how many bales you actually get. So, I think he's probably got a number in mind. Once he hits that, you'll be fine. So we're just going to stop around about here. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Beautiful day. Bear in mind we're so close to the coast, there's barely a breath of fresh air coming through. It's delightful. But here we are around the corner here. I did take the step to purchase myself a new bale grab. I have the bale spike, which is good for stacking, but I want to see how this goes when it comes to stacking in the field as well. So we'll give this a bit of a whirl. You never know how it's going to pan out. Alright then, just make sure that we are in. It looks like we are. There we go, that's looking better. So, got the air conditioning on in the case today. It is warm not to have that, let me tell you. So what we're going to try and do here then is just get these stacked up. It's been a while since I've stacked hay like this, let me tell you that. Love getting on with the hay work. Quite often when you're a contractor you just have to, well, when you're a one-man contractor such as I am, all you really get to do is just drop the bales on the deck and then get out of there. But no, this is quite a pleasure. And it also means as well I've got quite a little chance here to develop a little bit of a partnership, a business relationship here with this little fella as well, which seems to be going pretty well. Really straight off the hop. Nice and powerful case here as well, so it never struggles to move any of these. The pressure's turned up on from the hydraulic pump there as well. So it means that everything is very responsive, which is exactly what you want when you do this kind of thing. Yeah, like I say, what we're going to do, we're going to start by just trying to pick out all the bales from the end rows here, so it's not going to impede the old man as he's trying to turn around. We're going to take these, well, I see 5 here in front of me, I think. Give them all the space he needs. Always want to try and use this left-hand side one as my guide because I can see what's going on there. A little bit of downward pressure on the bales as you go to pick them up there. It just means that when those spikes do go in, they actually do pierce through the bale, especially when they're a little bit denser like these ones are. Works out very well indeed. And then we're going to do the same down there, bring them up to this corner, and then we'll be laughing. It's done in no time and allow the old man to get in and get baling as well. I think I've just seen him arrive actually. They may be not too far off. What I wanted to do is back those a different way, but because the gate's still open, not so ideal. But the next level we'll put in a different way. Alright then. You haven't seen a bale that's even slightly out of shape, or that doesn't look like the strings are tied there. So this bale has really come out the traps, considering this is the first real work it's done. Really come out the traps sailing there this morning. This afternoon, very impressed with that. Alright, and off we go. Oh, look at him go! Oh, he stopped. Well, what's he stopped for that? I think he's got a bit of a problem. Is he? What's going on? Might be a bit of an issue with it somewhere, I think. We'll go and have a chat. These things can be a real pain sometimes, but I think we'll just we'll go in and drop these bales off here. I'm just going to make sure that everything's going okay there. Looks like it's starting to go okay, but you never know. Balers do have a mind of their own, so we'll have to watch the space, see how it looks. But yeah, we'll get this all dropped off, and then we're going to see, and we might even just try and get the drone out. Actually, we'll shut this gate now so I can get in here properly. But yeah, we might go and get the drone out and just kind of watch the old machine go there. Because you don't get to see, well, I don't get to see that very often, so I'm sure you'd like to see it as well. So let's see what we can do. But for now, like I say, let's just get this load dropped off about there. It's going to stagger this nice and easily. Pull it. Okay, we might even just leave that there for now. Let's go and have a look and see what's going on with this. And I think we'll bring out the drone again. Well, folks, interestingly, we're flying through there. You may have seen some of the drone footage, but we are having a little bit of trouble with the bell sledge. It's not quite triggering properly. So, he's going to stop there and wait for me. I'm going to try and get these stacked up as much as I can into a stook. There's only 1, 2, 3. That was an error. So there's only 3 there, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Just get those stacked up out of the way. And then, yeah, I'm going to stay with them on the Ford there. Probably riding on the back somewhere just so I can have a look, see, and trigger the bale sledge to go. It's not going to take us too much longer, I shouldn't have thought. So we'll see how we get on. And the inevitable just happened there. That's disappointing, but never mind. We'll have to keep stacking the other way. Oh well. But yeah, let's just go and have a little bit of a go here. I want to make sure that we don't miss any of the bales. We pick them all up. This is a bit of a big grab. Not really suited for this kind of thing, but we'll give it a go. Alright, there we are. Nailed it. And now we're just going to stack it on top of this one here. Stacking them in levels of 8 really into stooks there, 64 bales all in. That way there's only one level of bales that's on the bottom, or one level of bales that's drawn and damp. The rest of them all up in the air. He's not gonna bring them in yet because he wants to leave them out for a little bit, just so that they can have a chance to breathe a bit. There we go. That's not too bad. It's been a while since I've stacked flat 8s, that's for sure. Loving it though. I think we've got any tighter this way. Okay, these ones aren't quite as easily, but we're just going to stack them here anyway. And then, yeah, we'll go and just sit in the New Holland, in the Ford there actually. And we'll see how we get on. Excellent stuff, and we'll knock it off for now. Perfect, so we'll leave that there. And like I say, let's see how this all goes. It's a beautiful little setup there, but like I say, something's just not quite ticking along with the bale sledge. So I think I'm going to have a bit of a drive with it. The farm wants me to have to go, see how we get on there, and we'll see if we can make this tick at all. And let's see what happens, shall we? Alright, and we are rolling back the years here. Look at this in a 7844. This is something that my parents used to have once upon a time. really rolling back the years now. It seems all familiar as how I'm driving this, so it should be okay. What I do need to do though is crank on the old PTO. Very much like that. Excellent. It's a bit loud and noisy in here, so what we'll probably do is send up the drone and just stick it behind the tractor there somewhere, and we'll see how we get on here, I think. So let's just get that one up as well, and then we can get ourselves going properly.
Walk me in the morning sun. Tell me I'm a lucky one. I'm riding on the wave of a notion that I could be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be before anyone heard of you and me. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great. Running out of town just to celebrate. The fortune's here to stay. A one-way ticket to a better day. A rocking chair and a glass of wine. In the shade of a tree and I'm feeling fine. There's not a lot to ask when life is going by so fast. One breath away. Step up and say, hold on to what is real. The love you feel is like water in a glass. Don't try to separate the ones you hate from the ones that you don't know. 'Cause there's a part of you that
You know what, I think like everything, just keeping a constant speed here is the key when it comes to working on with square balers, and I think we've cracked it actually. It's looking alright. I'm just going to tie this row up here. This was the first row I made a bit of a mishap on, but we'll get that one all buttoned in. And we'll be looking okay, I should think. And then yeah, we've just got a few more stuff. Few more flat eights just to go and pick up, but then we'll be looking grand. And then I think he only wants me to do one more row anyway, so he's not really going to get much for his horses. Okay, such is life, and we'll see how he does. And then yeah, we'll be continuing on into today to just get this all kind of tied up, really get this baled, stacked up, looking good. So ultimately it's going very well. I didn't think I'd end my day cruising along in an old 7840 Ford, but such is life. There we are. We'll get this right up here, I think, whilst we're here. And then yeah, we are flying. So what we'll probably end up doing, folks, is actually just leaving this around about here. I'll come back and give you a bit of an update as we get through it. But yeah, until next time, we'll leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, and you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host all of this. And until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. I have been Andy the Young Farmer. I do hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.